I think he has some of the characteristics that Thierry had. Certainly got the speed and a similar build and frame.
Alexander Isak has become one of the best strikers in the Premier League. He stands out for his ability to create chances out of nothing and his clinical edge in front of goal. Watching Isak on the ball is a spectacle. He effortlessly beats one defender, then glides past another with ease. His talent and fluid style of play have even drawn comparisons to one of the Prem's all-time greats, Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry comparisons with him, Peter. Do you see that?
He's got incredible feet and it's just the calmness in front of goal. How many times did you see Thierry go through on goal and panic? You know, not once, I don't think. And the same with you feel with Isak.
But what makes Isak so special? Could he be the next Thierry at Arsenal? The missing piece to them finally lifting the title. How did a kid from Sweden rise to become one of football's most deadly strikers? Stick around to find out. Alexander Isak was born on September 21st, 1999 in Solna, a suburb of Stockholm, Sweden, the son of Eritrean immigrants who fled their homeland during the Civil War in the 1980s. His parents left everything behind in search of a better future, and their resilience shaped Isak's character. His father worked tirelessly as a taxi driver and factory worker to provide for the family, while his mother worked in healthcare. His parents prioritized family values and always made sure their children understood the importance of hard work and humility. At the age of 6, Isak joined the local club IKA Solna's youth academy. Even as a child, he stood out. Coaches marveled at his maturity on the ball, his composure in front of goal, and his ability to read the game. By the time he was a teenager, it was clear that Isak had something special. He was fast, tall, and technically gifted, traits that made him a nightmare for defenders, even in youth tournaments. At just 16 years old, he made his first team debut for IKA as a substitute, scoring in a 6-0 win and showcasing composure beyond his years. A week later, he started, scoring again, and became the club's youngest ever goal scorer. From that point, there was no stopping him. In his debut season, Isak scored 13 goals in 29 appearances, quickly becoming one of the brightest young talents in Swedish football. His performances led to comparisons to another legendary Swedish striker, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. One teammate described him as Sweden's new Zlatan, a bold claim considering the iconic status of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But Isak handled the pressure with humility and confidence. Isak had a measured approach to the comparisons. I've been compared to Zlatan a lot of times. It's nothing that concerns me. I just want to be myself, do my best, and we'll see where it leads. When asked about Isak, Zlatan said, "I have seen him in action and he is fantastic." In early 2017, after signing his first professional contract, he was named in the Sweden-friendly squad versus Ivory Coast and Slovakia. His debut came against Slovakia, where he broke another record, being the youngest goal scorer for the Swedish national side at 17. His sudden rise attracted interest from some of Europe's biggest football giants, including Real Madrid, Manchester United, Bayern Munich, and Chelsea. While many believed he was destined to join Real Madrid, who aggressively pursued him, Isak surprised everyone by turning them down. Wisely so, given how rare young players break through at Santiago Bernabeu. He opted for Borussia Dortmund, a club renowned for developing young talent. The reported €9 million transfer fee made him the most expensive player to come out of the Swedish league. However, life at Dortmund didn't unfold as Isak had hoped. With established stars like Aubameyang leading the attack, opportunities were few and far between. Despite being part of a squad that won the 2017 DFB Pokal, Isak played a minimal role, making only one appearance in the tournament. His first Bundesliga season saw him in Dortmund's reserves, featuring in just 6 matches without finding the back of the net. The player once hailed as the next Zlatan was now struggling to live up to the immense expectations that had been placed upon him. In his second season, Isak wasn't even named in any Bundesliga squads, but bagged his first goal for the club in a 5-0 victory over Maidenberg in the DFB Pokal. Frustrated by the lack of senior action, Isak left on loan to join Willem II in the Dutch league, a move that proved to be a turning point in his career. During his short stint in the Dutch league, Isak rediscovered his confidence. He scored 14 goals and provided 7 assists in just 18 matches, becoming the first foreign-born player to score 12 goals in his first 12 league games. He outperformed the likes of Ronaldo Nazario, who had played at PSV, Luis Suarez, and Ibrahimovic, who had played at Ajax. The loan spell reminded everyone of Isak's immense potential. Scouts from across Europe started paying attention again. Despite showing real promise during his loan, it was still not enough to convince Dortmund that he was worth keeping. They put him up for sale in the summer window, and he was not short of potential suitors. Isak eventually joined Real Sociedad for a reported fee of €10 million on a 5-year deal. It was here that he truly began to flourish. He started strong, netting his first competitive goal for Real Sociedad in a 3-1 victory over Espanyol. He built on that with crucial goals in matches against Mallorca, Leganés, and Betis. In the 2020 Copa del Rey, he scored 7 goals, including 2 against Real Madrid, as Sociedad won their first major trophy in over 30 years. The following season, he almost doubled his goal tally, bagging 17 goals and 2 assists in La Liga, including a hat trick against Alaves, proving that he could shine in one of Europe's top leagues. He also went on to impress at Euro 2020 with Sweden. Though he didn't score in the tournament, his group stage performance against Slovakia showed exactly why he was so coveted, dribbling past defenders, ease, and helping his country to a 1-0 win. During his time in Spain, he managed 44 goals and 8 assists in 132 league games. In August 2022, Newcastle gambled and smashed their transfer record, bringing Isak to St. James Park for a reported £63 million. Though Isak had the talent, spending such an amount for a striker who only had 1 season with 15 or more goals to his name was a huge gamble. Isak quickly justified his record-breaking fee by making an immediate impact, notably scoring in his debut against Liverpool in a 2-1 loss. He repeated it 2 weeks later against Bournemouth in a 1-1 draw, where he unfortunately picked up a thigh injury that ruled him out for 3 months. On his return, he scored the winner against Fulham, followed by goals against Wolves, a brace against Nottingham Forest, and another in their 6-1 thrashing of Tottenham, proving his sharpness remained intact. He showcased his creativity as a striker with a stunning assist against Everton, dribbling past the entire defense to set up Jacob Murphy. This highlighted his ability to create opportunities for others. Following the match, manager Eddie Howe in the post-game press conference acknowledged the similarities between Isak and Thierry Henry. In his debut season, he made 22 appearances in the Premier League, including 5 as a substitute. He netted 10 goals and 2 assists, helping Newcastle United to a top 4 finish, earning a Champions League spot. Despite injury setbacks that limited his playing time, Isak maintained a commendable goal-per-game ratio, highlighting his efficiency in front of goal. Building on his debut season, Isak's following season with Newcastle was even more impressive. He started out with a bang. He stole the show in their opening game against Aston Villa, scoring a brilliant brace in their emphatic 5-1 victory. His clinical finishing and movement off the ball were on full display, setting the tone for what looked to be a promising season for the Swedish forward. However, Isak suffered a groin injury that resurfaced during the season, sidelining him for several matches. It was very frustrating because the injury always surfaced when Isak was building momentum and going on runs where he had scored in every game. In September, he scored against Sheffield United in their 8-0 thumping. He followed that up with another strike against Burnley and a brace against West Ham before picking up the groin injury against Crystal Palace, which sidelined him for 3 games, effectively ending that run. The same happened at the end of January. After a scoring run of 3 games, he had a recurrence of the same injury, sidelining him again for another 3 games and effectively ending his momentum. Despite injuries disrupting his campaign, Isak's remarkable ability to bounce back and perform at a high level showcased why he's so highly rated. He ended that season with 25 goals in 40 matches across all competitions, with 21 in the Prim, assisting 2. This remarkable tally placed him among the league's top scorers, drawing comparisons to one of the greatest players to ever grace the Premier League, Thierry Henry. Fast forward to today. Alexander Isak is one of the Premier League's most dangerous strikers. In December, Isak delivered an exceptional performance for Newcastle United, scoring 8 goals and providing 2 assists in 6 Premier League matches. His remarkable form earned him the Player of the Month award for December. His stunning strike against Liverpool also won him Goal of the Month. In 18 league appearances, he's netted 15 goals and provided 5 assists, averaging 0.8 goals per 90 minutes. His total goal contributions are 20, equating to 1.05 per 90 minutes. Isak's playing style sets him apart from other Premier League strikers. Standing at 6'4", he combines physical presence with remarkable agility and technical prowess. Unlike traditional target men, Isak is adept at dropping deep to link play, creating chances for his teammates and making intelligent runs behind defenses. His dribbling ability allows him to navigate tight spaces, and his two-footedness makes him unpredictable for defenders. This versatility enables him to adapt to various tactical setups, offering his team multiple attacking options. Newcastle United has placed a valuation of £150 million on Isak, reflecting his importance to the team and the interest he's garnered from top European clubs like Man United, Chelsea, Barcelona, and Arsenal. Arsenal in particular have been urged by fans and pundits to break the bank to sign Isak now. Many believe he's the missing piece to Arteta's title charge. Paul Merson, a former Arsenal forward, echoed those thoughts. If I was Arsenal and I had the money, I'd go out and buy Isak. I'd break the bank for him. I think he's the best of the best. I think he takes Arsenal to another level. Isak's ability to score and create goals would greatly enhance Arsenal's attacking options, offering the dynamic focal point who can seamlessly link play and finish chances with precision. Arsenal's inability to capitalize on goal-scoring opportunities has been a recurring issue. Their FA Cup tie against Man United highlighted their need for a clinical striker like Isak, capable of converting chances into goals. Similar struggles were evident this season in games against Everton, Brighton, and Fulham, where chances went unconverted, underscoring the necessity of a forward with Isak's efficiency and sharpness in front of goal. Isak is arguably the best striker in the Premier League right now, combining clinical finishing with the ability to create chances out of nothing. Magic that strikers like Haaland, who heavily rely on service, simply cannot replicate. His contributions this season highlight his immense value, cementing his status as one of football's most coveted talents, a testament to his remarkable journey from Sweden to the very pinnacle of the sport.